Need me, baby. On the phone, need me. What up, guys? What up? What up? What up? What up? What up? The grind don't stop, man. Grind don't stop. We're not gonna do anything crazy. I don't even know how long I'm gonna stream for, but I wanted to come out and kind of update you guys on the process, what's going on in the background, game plan, all that. On YouTube, I'm just gonna have to cut this part out, but it's fine. Like, it'll just, once it goes live, I'm gonna have to like cut this segment out or whatever, but I want to let you guys listen to this one part. Because I do have a new favorite Drake song off the album. I like it. I don't really have anything planned for tonight. But that is why I came on stream to talk to you guys. I don't think a lot of people follow the Discord. I think Discord's kind of just there for like moments of like, I guess, discovering. I don't know. So basically, what I'm gonna be doing is we got a stream phone. I don't know when it'll be coming. I forgot to just check it because I literally. Okay, it didn't update yet, so I hope it's still. I just send identity verification for the purchase. I don't know why that works like that, but we got a stream phone. I hope it comes because that would ruin everything that I'm about to announce. Guess what color I went with? Guess what color I went with, guys? We got a pink stream phone. Not even kidding. I wanted an iPhone just because I feel like iPhones are better to understand or whatever. And I'm using an app that is able to work with both Android and iPhone. So it was more of what do I trust for like the quality of the camera, and like the stability of apps. And people said that Samsung is good, but all I remember when I owned a Samsung, every time I owned a Samsung, honestly, I would have apps that would crash randomly, and it would drive me insane. So, with that mentally in my back of my mind, I wanted to get something that I thought would be kind of reliable, or more reliable in my eyes. So we got the basic iPhone 17e just because it's not going to be a huge payoff thing. I'm going to be obviously using it with a major provider because the provider will be my main source of internet when I'm out and about, and I want like an actual like good brand provider. So I went with a provider. I went with Verizon, and I went with unlimited data on it. But the iPhone 17 is still like a has a good camera, but it's base, and it won't take long to pay the phone off. I think it's only like a $500 phone, so that means that it will make it cheaper for the long term. I'm thinking smart, but I'm also thinking like it'll help motivate me to want to IRL stream. So I have thought of two scenarios so far, with one being like a haunted investigation type thing where I just go on this trail that's kind of famous near me, and we go and sit and see if I catch anything, just kind of like a goofy video. I'm not actually specifically going ghost hunting because I think that that's like against being a Christian, but just like trying to do the whole spooky vibes or whatever would be fun. So we'll be doing that. I'm going to be doing 100% the step challenge video. I have to decide if I want to do 8,000 or 10,000 in one video. I don't know if you guys realize or not, but 10,000 steps is actually a lot of freaking steps. Even though they say it's like what most people should get daily, it is a lot of freaking steps, dude. So if I do that, then we gotta just figure that out. But those are the two only IRL things that I can think of. I could also do like if I ever go to the pool during the summer, do IRL like Q&As and stuff at the pool. Um, but you guys will have to come up with other ideas. I'm planning on doing IRL at least 2 times a week, like Monday to Friday, 2 times a week, maybe weekends too. Obviously, we're gonna jumpstart streaming like more because I have the ability to IRL. A lot of things that stop me from going desktop are just the fact that I have to sit down and do absolutely nothing for hours on end, and I kind of get like bad. I feel like weird about it. Um, and other games and stuff, like I just never know what to play. But IRL, we go IRL, and I can actually do stuff. What's up, dude? What is up, dude? But yeah, I'm getting tired of like doing the gaming streams, but I do want to do content more frequently and stuff. And I also thought it would be good to get the 17E because it's a smaller phone, which means like if I want to use it for a content phone too, like recording um like actual content, it would be still just as good as picking up my um 16 Pro. I think I have a 16. So 16 or a 15? 16. Yeah, because the 17's out and the 18's about to be. So the 17E is pretty much like, I think, a 17 camera. So it's the most up-to-date camera with just less specs. But like I said, we're literally just using it as a record phone. So it's going to be a stream phone, record phone. I'll be able to get content recording with it too. If it's tinier, that means I can mount it more places. So I can mount it in my car, in hard to fit spaces before, different stuff like that. I'm trying to think of what else content I could use it for. I was going to just grin and bear it. Today I was actually going to do an IRL stream and see just how it worked. And I was just going to use my iPhone SE2 that I have, that I showed you guys, a little red one. And I completely forgot, if I would have bought service for it, those phones don't have 5G, which is like the new fastest like data processing that you would go out and use on your phone, like to text, call, stream. 5G is so much better than 4G, and that little phone is only 4G capable. So I would never have the full coverage to like the full speeds to properly stream with. So it would be pointless to pay for a 4G phone. So I'm just gonna sell it on eBay to make some money back. But the stream phone was only $38 down, and it's gonna be $50 a month. But that's not bad. Like I said, it's gonna be a full content phone. Literally that. Leave me, baby. Also, since when was Balloon Tower Defense $14? I haven't touched this game since the update, so I don't even know, like... I guess I can do that. I can live react to all the, all the new Paragons. I don't know any of the Paragons now. Why is it self-scrolling? There are new ones. I haven't played this game in an insanely long time. So... we saw this one last, I think. Maybe? Oh no, we saw this, the ice. Did we see ice? No, we didn't see ice. We saw a new ice. What is that? The little hero. So there's actually an actual Paragon that they did.
We have the new Ice Paragon in BTD6 called the Herald of Everfrost. We'll see how it changes with each degree, how it does in free play, and how it handles Elite Blast of Populace. And at the end, we'll decide how good it is. We'll start with how it looks at every stage. At degree 1, it resembles a massive Yeti. Its large fists and horns remind me of the Super Brittle. Its head shape is similar to the Absolute Zero with the spiky fur, and it fires a huge version of the Icicle Impales cannon. And it gets an ability, Eclipse of Thimblewinter. This freeze is so cold that it changes changes the color of the screen and can even freeze bosses, but more on that
Oh, I
later.
can just imagine the
Degrees 20 to
CPU
39 make his horns much larger, and the
usage.
spikes on his wrist grow a bit. Degrees 40 to 59 add tons of spikes to his fists, make his mask go down to his chin line, and his horns curve back in towards the center. Degrees 60 through 79 add braids to his beard, change the gem on his forehead from gray to blue, and make his horns point back up at the top. And degrees 80 through 100 make his mask cover more of his face, make his gem stick out of his mask, and he grows spikes all over his horns. When leveling him up, I thought we'd just get more attack speed and damage, but what caught my eye was the higher degrees made way more shards with each attack. At degree 1, he was making 5 groups of shards, but at degree 100, he was making 8 or 9, and this was limited by the cannon hitting the edge of the map. So I'm looking forward to this next section, free play. It took until round 125 to get a degree 100 Herald. It was pretty tough to get pops on the Ice Monkeys when prepping the Paragon, but they mostly came from the Super Brittle and Geraldo Spicy Potion. We could have spammed Icicles, but that makes the game lag a ton once there are a lot of balloons on screen. Anyway, the first round was a blast to watch. Remember those shards I was talking about? Holy cow, are they satisfying. Every time he fired his cannon, there would be 11 groups of shards flying out of the beam of ice.
I don't even
And every few
remember anything
attacks,
about this
he'd roar
game.
and cause a screen-wide freeze that slows everything smaller than bats. This roar also applies permafrost, removes the camo and regrow properties,
I forget
and makes
so
balloons take
much.
plus 10 damage from all attacks and plus 40 more from any cold type attack. So the Icegon makes the balloons very brittle. Right away, we saw that he can keep up with DDTs just fine. They slowly pushed into him in his cannon, but the second he roared, it was over. The permafrost was too strong for them to get through.
What's
This
up, dude?
was the same with ZOMGs and below. Even the fortified versions broke open in no time, and the ceramics inside didn't stand a chance. One cannon shot and they were deleted. He continued to march through the rounds with only fortified DDTs making it to the first turn, and this was without even using his ability. I was tempted to tech bot him, but we can only use it once a round, and I didn't want to always use Eclipse at the start of every round. But then 140 came and the fortified bad marched right
I'm chilling,
through.
bro.
I knew it would be tough for
How
our
are you?
Icegon to take out, but I was not expecting this. He made it all the way to the end before I finally caved and used the ability. But even the freeze that slows bads didn't bail us out. It was at a terrible time, so I gave it several more attempts, using the ability at different times to see what we could do. But the closest we ever got was breaking open the bed as it left our Herald's range, and we leaked a ton of ceramics. I've run every Paragon through this test, and round 140 is the worst one has ever done. But it's clear that the Icegon is truly here to support others. He slows even the tankiest balloons and adds a huge damage debuff to everything he touches.
Okay, I've heard enough. Druid.
We have the new Druid Paragon called the Root of All Nature. We'll cover what it does, how it changes with each degree, how strong it is against the new boss Diamondback and reworked Lich, and how far it can get in free play. And at the end, we'll decide how strong it is. To start, its main attack is a jet of electrified thorns that ricochet from balloon to balloon. And the longer it attacks, the faster its attack.
What happens when this game runs out of viable Paragons?
It fills the track with incredibly powerful vines and plants storm trees. These trees launch tornadoes at the balloons that damage them and push them back along the track. These do time out, so the Druidagon can only maintain so many. That being said, the rate at which he plants them is based on his attack speed. So extra degrees,
Like, the sad part about this game is it just got boring because that's all that was new to look forward to is the new druids or whatever.
The more he makes at the end of each round, every time he pops a bad balloon, and every time you reach a boss skull. So there are plenty of ways for him to make money. And the storm
This is a
trees
game that I
also
used to
count
play
as
when I was a
banana
kid.
farms for this equation.
And
On
I
top
started
of this,
playing it on
his
stream
one
and it got a lot
top-level
of
ability, Primordial Wrath. When
attention.
on, it turns a dark purplish red.
It kind of like started to blow up my channel
a
a little for a little, and then I kind of stopped playing it. But they have new
he buffs the heck out of his bro Oben if you have him
versions
down
out,
He
so I wanted to
comes
see
in
what
at
they look like.
$475,000 on medium. So there are 5 Paragons cheaper than it and 7 that are more expensive. As for what he looks like, degrees 1 to 19, he has a white and gold robe with a cape made of leaves. Coming out of his hood, he has gold and purple antlers with leaves and purple spikes nearby. Degrees 20 through 39, his antlers grow larger. He gets purple spikes on his cape and the front of his robe, and his undershirt changes from brown to green. Degrees 40 to 59, his antlers, thorns, and leaves grow much larger. Degrees 60 through 79, the leaves on his cape get thicker, and they now extend
That's good,
down
bro.
his sleeves all the way
What
to his wrist.
what classes
And
were they
degrees
in?
80 through 100, his antlers grow a ton. The leaves turn from green to blue, his spikes turn white, and his undershirt purple. As for the Wrathful State, I couldn't really tell a difference between degrees, but he doesn't sit still like the other Paragons. Even if he's not attacking, he turns all the time to plant trees, so it was hard to compare them. Next, we have the new boss Diamondback, and we'll be using the Root of All Nature as our main Paragon against him. He challenged us on Monkey Meadow, and it was a bit of a learning curve. He spawns diamond balloons every skull, and they take 100 hits to break open, no matter the damage, and they munch through Pierce. So I had to combine 2 Glaive Ricochets and a Balloon Liquefier to make sure they wouldn't leak, but I wasn't sure what to pop the actual boss with. I went with the classic Sticky Bomb Ninja for the job, but it took a while. In hindsight, I should have taken more advantage of the segments. You see, he's made up of a head, tail, and 7 body parts, and each one counts as a separate balloon that can...
Yeah, I don't know if I'll ever play BTD again. I think literally people were trying to get Jinxie to do it, like bring it back, but I don't know, it's fun, but then there's like a cap to like how fun it actually can be because there's only so much you can do in the game. At least for me personally, you passed math. It's good, dude. Good job. Yeah, this is just placeholders. We just got a stream phone. So I gotta be smart with like IRLs and stuff to make more money for stream. Make more money so we can bring more money back in. So that means with streaming, I'm gonna have to do more IRLs to make it justifiable. But yeah, we're just waiting on that to be confirmed because Verizon wanted to confirm my ID or something. I don't know. It's weird. I didn't know it didn't. I didn't know it asked for that. But yeah. Once I get word on that, I'll update you guys when it's shipped on Discord. And we'll be doing content with that IRL. Also, what else was I gonna say? Yeah, we just need to brainstorm together. Everybody needs to like brainstorm IRL content ideas and stuff. I'm gonna run up to the bathroom real quick, boys, and get a water. But yeah, that's what we need to plan on. I need to figure out IRL content today, and then I can hop on, I guess, dating apps. Then, if you guys truly want. I would say do a little gaming, but I don't have any options for gaming. Really? I had some free time tonight, so I decided that I would get on and stream a little bit too. Since we streamed, this is the second time today we streamed, but I'm going to try to grind it out and stream more. We're trying to make things happen, you know. Trying to meet our goals, boys. But let me get a water real quick, and I gotta wash my face. I have like a freaking zit right here. I don't know where it came from, or it's like a bug bite because it goes away. I'm gonna try to pop it. Be right back, guys. Yo, how do I get rid of people that spam about bots?
Dennis, thank you so much for the prime. Thank you.
Hello? Where did that just come from? Hold on, let me check chat. Hold on. How to filter freezes on Twitch. I just gotta filter out the freaking bot comments, bro. So annoying. Hold on. I'll bring up chat with the on my PC. Thanks, dude. Yeah, I don't know what would I do tattoos on stream. I mean, ironically, I was thinking about touching up some of mine, but I don't know if it would be entertaining for you guys or not because I can't really show the act of it because that's prohibited on YouTube's guidelines. I've tried it before and gotten in trouble for it. So I can't show it. And I also can't... I could show the after. Like if I did tattoos, what I want to do is you guys see those lines on my fingers. IRL, they're like just straight up lines, like lines. I want to make them a little bit thicker and make them go more on each side so that they actually look like something, because right now they just look like a single line IRL. We actually changed the fast forward and rewind so it actually kind of looks... I did the two-tone just to like make them pop a little bit so they're not both shaded in. It's like the two-tone. That crown has been on me since like 2014. It's so blotted out. But like if I did tattoos, I can only show you guys the aftermath, so I don't know how entertaining that would be. I also planned on trying to fix some of the other ones I have on me. I want to like, I don't know. I kind of want to like reamp some of them. I still have a ton of space on my leg too. But yeah, I don't know if that'd be something you guys want to watch or if you guys would rather me watch like something else. I really need to do research on games while I'm not on stream, but that's the only time that I'm on my PC. I'm only on my PC when I'm gaming, and the only time I'm gaming is on stream because there's... I'm not like a gamer like I used to be as a kid. The only game I used to play in the backdrop was Zombies, but I don't know if I really want to pay money for Zombies anymore. What's good, dude? I know people said about Subnautica, but I feel like that's a lot to get into on stream. It's a massive long game. I could do some freaking TikTok swiping with you guys. I heard streamers talking about that too. That's good, bro. Glad you enjoyed it. Do I have any TikTok that I can go on to that's not signed in or something? Subtle plug, I guess, if you guys want to follow me. I opened it up and it's on my Twitch page. No, I don't want to log in. Oh. I can't. Mine's the top result too with the area code. That's my TikTok. I don't know if people still use TikTok or not. What's up? Don't know what to call you. Scene? Excuse me. Yo, I don't know if you guys missed it on stream or not, but I was on stream earlier doing the workout segment, and somebody said, "Do you want to hang out?" And it was like this girl account on Twitch again. After I just said, so you literally talk about stuff and it just like proves a point. You talk about stuff long enough and you just get people that troll it or something. They're like, here's my Discord, you want to meet up? And I've literally never seen the person, never met the person, don't even know. I think their name was like Sierra or something. Like, I don't know a Sierra. Oh, your name's Vlad. What's up, bro? Dude, I don't even like showcase anything about me, really. Like, I don't really show my house. The only thing I've ever said is I live in PA, but I don't have like any. This person was never seen on my channel before. Their account was made 2 months ago. How would they even know like where I live to begin with? But they just say that out of nowhere. You work the night shift and chain smoke a full pack? Yeah, bro, that sounds terrible. Honestly, it sounds easier said than done, and not everybody can live the luxury of this. So it's not necessarily the best advice, especially if you like left home at an early age or whatever. But honestly, I think more people should chase their dreams, and it's like discouraged a lot because I actually don't know why it's discouraged. I guess because people don't want to see their family members do better than them. But like, I've always been discouraged, and it set a fire in my like heart and soul to want to do what I do right now. And I don't think anyone would have foreseen me even hitting the goal that I do now. And people, like, even if I would tell my family, they don't really keep up with it anymore. They did it as like a meme at first because everyone was like, thought it was funny me trying to chase like a social media dream when most people like don't make it or whatever. But 3 years later, and yeah. Nah, I'm just saying people don't chase their dreams. Like when I was 19, my dream was always to be a YouTuber, and I never like fully stopped chasing that dream. I've always put time and energy into chasing it, but I feel like so many people will be swayed to just keep the 9 to 5, and then once you get into the cycle of it, people get stuck in the 9 to 5. But like, it's not as easy said than done. Like, you have to put time and effort into it, and it has to be something that's actually a goal. And just because that's my goal doesn't mean that's everyone else's goal. But I feel like more people should chase their goals. And I don't know why it's like a common theme for like family out of anything. I would have never thought that like personal family members would be discouraging me from something that's always been a passion. Like, it's always been a fire for me to want to do content and stuff. And it's nothing that I'm like, I'm not going online and doing bad stuff. I'm not going online and being an OnlyFans model. I'm not going online and doing like stuff that I'm not even like anywhere near like what some of the top streamers do, like content wise. Like, I would never level myself to like embarrassing family or whatever. I wouldn't want to be like a public embarrassment to make money or whatever. But I just feel like people don't chase their dreams, and then they find a job, and then everyone's like, just tells you like, oh, that's your life now. I'm not saying that 9-to-5s aren't important, because everyone plays an important role in life, but it sucks that like, I find that like it's even like taboo to talk about. Like, none of my like personal like parents like any family members, I don't know anyone in my direct family bloodline that has ever tried to go outside the box. So I'm like the first one to do that. I mean, that's not bad if you like what you do. I'm like speaking more of like, I don't even know. It's like a common thing in my family to work jobs that like destroy your body just for slightly above average money, to then brag about how much money you make as your body is deteriorating. Like, I don't know. This has always been a passion of mine, but since I'm not like physically doing anything, like I'm not physically going out and like breaking my back, then it's not considered like real man's work or whatever. But yeah, I've always chased like my dreams and stuff, and I feel like a lot more people should do it. So I'm mostly also saying this because you just like sparked something in me, and I wanted to get like a clip across that like people need to chase their dreams more often, because I never would have thought, like, looking 2 years ago, I would have never thought that I'm about to hit an 18,000 subscriber milestone. Like, that just doesn't ever hit you because you don't think it could happen. But forever blessed. And I still do enjoy, like, I enjoy like mowing. I do landscaping on the side and stuff like that. So I never gave up the whole like dream per se, I guess, of working like I mean, that's not even a conventional 9-to-5 though. That's not considered a 9-to-5. That's like another self-employment thing. But yeah, I don't know why that is. I don't know why, like, it's very common. Like, I guess I'm just talking off of personal experience and people that I know in my life, but like every single person kind of just found a job that makes okay money that they want, but then slave to it, have like physical pain, issues with their body, in the doctor and stuff for issues and all that. And that's like I guess what you brag about. That's like the ticket in life, is to be able to brag about how your body's deteriorating, when if you actually do chase something that's like self-employment, with other jobs it's not necessarily true, but with content creation, as long as you never give up, there's always growth. You're not going to grow in the same rate that someone else is. I may never see 1 million subscribers, but if I do this for a year, I'm going to see more subscribers than the people that are telling me that I'm never going to see more subscribers. Like, it's always a upwards trajectory. It just depends on how fast that trajectory is going. I do an 11 to 20 p.m. Oh, you're not from the United States. You're doing military time. No, the people that I know purposely do that because they think that white collar is not man enough. Military time. In the United States, you go from 12 p.m. and then it goes back to 1 a.m. So we only have 12-hour increments. So right now it's 11 p.m. and then it'll turn 12 to 1 a.m. All right, boys. So what are we doing today? Do we scroll on TikTok? Do we get on dating sites, or do we look for games aimlessly and then maybe find something, or we never find something? I want to find a good horror game, but I cannot for the life of me find anything. Do I have to log in TikTok to scroll it? It's being stupid. It keeps popping up. I guess I'll log in. Just give me a second. I can't show screen yet. I have to verify my... Wait, what?
Do you think this guy is gay or straight?
Oh my God. All right. I mean, that kind of passed time on TikTok and the dating apps, but I think TikTok, however you spell it, might be a bit more dangerous than going on a dating app because from what I remember, TikTok doesn't have that many rules on videos, but dating apps do. Let me see if I have swipes still, brother. All right. Screw it. Yes, sadly, this is what gets people going nowadays. I'm not even kidding. Like every single person I hop on stream has like a Tinder or Bumble or like some dating website segment. Every single like mainstream streamer that I watch has a segment now. Unless they're taken, like obviously like people that are in relationships can't do that, especially because I would make them look terrible into the public eye, but recently single from a almost 4-year relationship here. Yeah, sadly in this generation most people don't like interact that way. That's why dating apps are so popular nowadays. Because yeah, people just don't meet that way. Like people don't. Where is my phone screen? Hello? I don't know why it does this every single time. People just like, I don't know. I guess people are shy now. More shy than ever in this generation. But yeah, it's like near impossible. Holy crap, let's not make it a... filter. I gotta crop like... Almost. I mean, yeah, it's either you meet them from personal, like, meeting. I mean, if you're in college, I guess that's easier. But most people are either, like, meeting people from work, which I don't recommend ever dating somebody from work. School, I guess, if you, like, marry someone from college. But most of the time, you're going to be doing cold approaches otherwise. And if you're doing a cold approach, I feel like a lot of people don't have that type of confidence or whatever. And that's all this, dude. I gotta figure out how to, hold on. I can put my distance farther. I have my distance down to see how drastic it makes a difference. And it really does make a difference. Yeah, but that's still a cold approach. That's like going to somewhere and approaching them from there. And I mean, if you go to like bars and stuff, bro, I don't even know what. If you go to a bar and find someone at a bar, I'm just assuming that like if you're finding somebody at a bar, then they're gonna have that type of lifestyle. It's gonna be hard to break because they are going to a bar in the first place. So if you do meet someone in the bar and they're actually the small percent chance to be serious, hopefully you like going to the bar a lot because don't make you sound weird. What? What does that even mean? I didn't say anything. Sure. Pass. Pass. The weird thing for these apps though is I'm starting to like get to the point on this app where I'm like noticing people that I know personally, and that's a little weird to me. Like people that I went to school with, and she's pretty. Don't say I didn't warn you. That sounds like a red flag right off the rip, but we'll see because it might make for interesting content. I had to add more pictures of me with 51 miles with tattoos because I feel like that's a cheat code. Holy crap, my distance is cooked. All right, I'm glad I wasn't showing screen there because it was an actual full-on butt cheek. Believe it or not, a single mom. Sure, why not? Okay. What are we talking about? I'm confused what we're hung up about. You have exactly 0 chances of ever meeting me in real life. Are you a girl? I'm confused what we're talking about. Why would I see you on a dating app? Have it set to females. I don't know. Twitch conversations and YouTube conversations are not blending right now. Because you mentioned seeing your friends there? I'm talking about, I'm literally making banter about seeing people on dating apps from personal experiences in life, seeing them after not seeing them from high school and I don't know how long. So that's a little awk. Yo, ain't no way that's somebody's grandma. I don't even know if I have any swipes on here. I literally think it's like making me pay for some again. Yeah. Why do you sound upset? I'm so confused. All right, boys, what else are we doing? Yeah, we'll do TikToks. I just checked Twitch. I think he's on drugs. Gotta actually chill.
Oh. Gay.
Gay? What makes you say that?
He just has a gay persona.
Are you gay or straight?
No, I'm straight.
Name the worst place to be at midnight on New Year's Eve.
Jail.
Damn.
I wouldn't know.
I guessed wrong. I didn't even guess. I couldn't guess.
Dame un retoque.
Why did you get arrested
What
for in
is this
California?
BS?
Is that charge still pending?
No.
What happened?
This was nothing short of a suicidal safety shot. Trailing by a full 20 points, Mark King had no choice.
I don't give a fuck if she's black. I'm hitting that shit from the back like Rosa Parks.
All right, here it is.
Number 4, can you hear me?
He said number 4. It is number 4. Yeah, you are number 4. You're number 4. You're very number 4.
What's your name?
No, you're number 4. I'm 3.
Number 4 is.
Haven't ridden in years. Why'd you stop? Oh, you know.
I don't give a fuck how old you are. You understand? Yeah.
Hey, meow. Meow for me.
Drive to Turpin and it bounces through
17:39.
Oh, crap. Remind me, guys, if it's playing music, I get in trouble on YouTube, so I gotta be careful. Why am I watching? I don't even know.
Why do you have a dorm room?
So I have a place to go during the gaps in my schedule.
Never once watched what's his name. People are too obsessed with the kid. Yo, I need this segment where I actually have a better For You page. Let me see if I can get a better For You page for you guys. I don't know what this trash is. Why is that on the For You page still? My heart left my ass. I can't do jump scares, bro. Also, Ethan's hands. How does that have 837,000 likes?
Name the worst place to be.
Yo, what the fuck?
Right here, I see one. My nigga don't.
Dude, I don't even know if I trust TikTok at this point. What am I getting? It's a skinwalker?
Como te comentaba en el.
Hey, I was invisible! Cool!
He's got it.
That's insane.
Hey, meow.
What is my For You page?
That Spotify thing that came out this year.
Aw, cute.
My baby mama just left me. Hold that plane. It's going to Atlanta. That plane is delayed. Oh, y'all
Dang.
Let me just place this in there. What's this? Type in my PIN. Thank you too. Ah, yes, it works. Can I pay for the person behind me?
That's just stealing?
Celebrities you didn't know did.
Alright, actually though, why is this so trash? Why is my For You page actually trash tonight, dude? It's not hitting, bro. It's not hitting, bro. Alright, so I either search with you guys for like 30 minutes on a game on Steam, or we take Eric's advice and I do tattoos. The only problem with that is I can only show you guys the tattoos when they're done. So this content will strictly be me showing you guys the machine. I can go into detail with what happens and like that, but then I literally have to show you guys just this and me talking, which I mean, that's what I'll be doing regardless, is just talking to you guys. But I want to do, like I said, I want to shade in and wrap around the finger ones more. I want to make it darker and thicker on my fingers. I want to, what else did I say I want to do? Oh, I want to fix some of the ones on my leg, go over some of the ones on my leg, make them crispier, make them all just better looking. I wanted to do this one, but I'm gonna have to wait for this to heal because every time I work on this part, it just, I don't know. I don't know if this is just a part where my arm and my sleeves rub too much, but so those are the questions, or that's the deal. That's what we'll have as an option. So I'll just run a poll because that's always what works the best. Start a poll. What do we do for rest of stream? Me, baby. All right. I'm gonna have to clip all that segment out if you guys can hear me dancing or hear me dancing, hear the song. Reach me, baby. Oh. Yo, thank you for the Twitch follows today, peeps. Much love, much love, much love. All right, screw it. We'll do the tattooing segment. The only problem is I'm going to have to make sure everything is cleared so I have room. Baby. Yo, I dead gotta freaking remember to re-up on I have to have the light as bright as possible so I can see what I'm doing. But yeah, I gotta re-up on stuff. I'm running out. What I would recommend first, and I'm no tattoo professional, but I kind of have an idea of what I'm doing because I've been doing it for, I don't know, since I was 20. But I just put hand sanitizer on. Always sanitize your equipment. I usually just wrap my stuff with wrap every single time, so I don't really have to do that because my machine has pull-out needles. I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. I used to use Kirosumi ink, but we're using Dynamic Black to try something different. They say that's like the most recommended one online apparently now, so I have to get in with the times. I gotta be careful with showing this stuff because, like I said, YouTube hates this, but this is a needle. We won't try to go in depth on like it or whatever, but they're all perfectly sealed, so this is not getting dirty or whatever. If you look at the last 3 things of it, if it'll zoom up, round liner, 3 round liner. These are for lines. Obviously, it says sterile on the back if you guys can't read the big thing. So I'm literally just trying to go over stuff so you guys can learn. But yeah, I've been doing this for a long time. Machines have came a long way, which is cool. Makes it a lot easier. So this is the needle thing. That's the needle. Comes out. That's the max distance it can come out, but obviously it doesn't go that far. Machine, battery pack. Fully wireless, usually. The old machines I used were like the OG coil pack ones, but push it in, twist. There's a battery detector on here. I think it tells me with the, I think it'll like start flashing when it's low. You have different settings, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It shows you with that light. Twisting it brings the needle in. Twisting it the other way brings the needle out. I like to bring the needle out a bit so I can have an idea of how far it is. And I usually do about like a little bit wider than a coin, like a quarter. And I just know what that looks like. I bought this recently, just a huge multi-pack of little caps. I do have stencils and stencil stuff, but I usually freehand a lot of my stuff just because I trust my freehand over anything. This is what you put on baby diaper rash, but it's vitamin A and D ointment. I put a small bit on my finger, like you can't even see, but like that. We put it on a paper towel, like so. And then I use that to hold the cap, so this thing that has ink in it isn't going to go flying everywhere, because that would absolutely suck. Just so I have to say this a million times, I'm not promoting tattooing, and I don't think that a lot of people should get tattoos. I personally have always liked tattooing, and I was always into it even when I was a kid. It's something that's just like followed me into adulthood. Don't get tattoos without your parents' permission, kids. Don't buy tattoo machines without learning. I actually had a personal, I had somebody that, like, I grew up, like, teaching me stuff, so. This is our little ink cap. It's secured, like I said, because I just used the A&D ointment. Also, there will be there's like a whole bunch of paper towels. Each one is clean and brought down just now. I use that to wipe the ink after a couple passes. You get the hang of it once you do it. Also, A&D ointment next to this little cap. I can't lift it back up again because I already showed you guys, and I don't want it to spill everywhere because this ink stains. Ask me how I know. We have A&D ointment, a little blot of it next to the ink. We are going to dab that on our fingers and wipe it across before we do each, well, not before we do each pass. You can kind of like understand it, but it helps with sliding your hand to getting perfect lines, and it also helps lubing the needle, and also helps just keep it less sore and worked up spots like that. I don't even know where I'm gonna work on tonight. Past my fingers. All right, I keep wiping my face. Don't worry, I will use hand sanitizer again because I just realized we have to do the most important part. Wherever you're tattooing at, if there is hair, you have to shave that hair. So I have a like electric razor that I'm going to trim the hair, because if you tattoo and you have hair and you're lazy, fun fact, you don't want to learn this, but you can thread your hair into your skin like a needle and what is it called? Where you like sew? You can literally sew it into your skin and get an infection. I didn't get an infection, but I sewed a piece of my hair in my skin once, and I literally had to stop. I had to cut the hair because it was like threaded in onto the tattoo thing, and then I had to like get it out. It was not fun. It's not fun. All right, well, we're only doing my fingers first. I don't think there is any hair, but I'm just going to use the... Yeah, there is no hair. That was pointless. Okay. So, what we're working on first, I'm going to show you guys before I put the hand sanitizer on again. These lines, I'm going to try to be making them thicker, but the problem is hands hurt a lot, but you have to go deep enough too. So I'm going to just be focusing on this, but you guys can talk to me in chat, whatever you want. But yeah, I gotta semi-pay attention here. I technically could use a shader to get thicker lines and stuff, but I don't have a medium thickness one. I have ones that are really big. And basically to bring this out, I would just make multiple passes of basically the same thing, lines, but make those lines over and over to make it thicker. I just want it to like look like something and not stand out so weird. Also, if you're, well, you don't have to do this if you're doing it to someone else, if you learn how to do it, but like if you're getting a tattoo, make sure that you eat something, especially if you get lightheaded. And if you don't like needles, don't look at the needle, obviously. That would help people as well to know that. But I'm just trying to think where I can put the mic. We're going to have to put the mic somewhere. I'm going to just talk louder. I don't want you guys to have to hear the vibration. Let me know if the vibration of the mic gets annoying or whatever, or the machine gets annoying or whatever, and I'll turn the mic down or whatever. But once we get the machine going, you see the needle going in and out, we put it in the ink. Make sure to dip it in the ink that you can see, then it goes into the little tip. Now I put a little bit of the A&D on it, and then we're just going to get started. I should probably keep my hand down for this. And we're already getting ink everywhere. It's kind of what happens. Yeah, so with these lining things, they're very thin. I like a thicker, bolder line thing, so I recommend getting a bigger liner because can't even really see that, but the thickness of the line versus that, it's way different. So we're going to have to go over this multiple times, which is not going to be fun, but it is what it is. I have to like power the machine off every line that I pass because I don't want to make a bunch of sound noise. All right, see, we just went over that twice. Come on, camera. Why does this webcam have autofocus if it can't autofocus? There we go. You see, as you go over it, the line gets thicker. I know this is random and probably not exciting, but this is literally what I do when I'm bored. Also, if I were to recommend you or steer you in one way or another, I would tell you guys not to get hand tattoos because you're making a a rash decision with your life. Just so you know. But I've had my hand tattoos. I've had tattoos on my hand since I was like 20, 19. What just happened to my stream? Oh. Do any of you guys have questions or interested? I know this is probably not something that's should be streamed to the younger audience, but I am trying to be mature with it. I'm trying to be honest with you guys of what not to do, and like I made some dumb mistakes as a kid. Just like finding out about tattoo kits and then doing stuff myself, and if I can give some advice, I feel like I'm doing the right thing then. So that's the first line. That's the OG line that we made where it's literally just a line and I said I don't like it. You guys ready for the other one? That's what it's becoming. Also, your fingers swell a lot when tattooing them, but we're bringing the line out a lot more. Yeah. The difference is crazy, bruh. We just got to make this side. What side is this? That side. A little bit thicker. I mean, I'm saying that because I'm trying to be a good. I don't think tattoos are bad, but I want to be a good role model to my younger audience, and I want to let the younger audience decide if they want to make that decision when they get older. Yeah, that is way more bold. It almost looks like an optical illusion. It looks like my finger is gone. I like that way more though. This one just looks like I did that by accident. The pinky. Oh, it hurts. Dude, it hurts. The problem with this is hand tattoos do not last. Like my cousin was asking me if he should get hand tattoos, and I was like, bro, trust me, it is not worth it. Your hand tattoos wear so much faster because they're on a body part that sees so much. For the new people that are coming in, we're trying to get. Dude, my finger is so swollen already. You can barely tell the. We're going from the pinky to that in thickness. Dude, it hurts so bad. I would say hand tattoos are up there with pain scale. For sure, dude. Trying to think of what else hurt pretty bad. My neck hurt for like when he was doing it, and then after it didn't really hurt that bad. Not sure why. Like it didn't hurt after the fact that much. All right. We blacked them out pretty good, dude. They don't just look like second thoughts anymore from the front. Can't even hold my hands right. Oh, that hurts like a mother. Yeah, I can't hold this hand right now. It's already swollen. There's one. Straight on. I can't hold them both perfect because this hand is already starting to swell. Finger tattoos are not fun at all, but I wanted to make it pop, dude. I hate when I like look at them and I'm like, it just looks like I did a line on my hand. I want them to actually like pop. Okay, with that being said, I do want to kind of go over certain tattoos I have on my leg, but I don't know what ones I want to refresh. Dude, I low-key want to cover up some tattoos badly, but I have this one that just, I don't know. I have a bunch of like random ones that I don't like. So I guess I'm gonna touch up those. I have this like random sun. Okay, I'm not even showing you guys. What the heck is my camera like reversed? I have a sun here that I did. And it looks like a spider or something from a distance. Because I did the moon and then a sun. So I wanna fix this right here and make it actually look like a sun. And I do plan on, I'm still trying to find a concept. Sorry, I'm too far away from that mic. I'm still trying to find a concept. I've been trying to figure out things with my tattoo stencils on something that I can cover up all these random ones. I literally just started drawing on myself when I was younger to like test how I could do tattoos and see if I could make them look like stuff. And I did that, but I made a bunch of little tiny ones all over me, so it just looks like a coloring book. So I'm gonna slowly be trying to figure out how to do that. Not on stream here, but I'm gonna try to find stencils that I can work around to cover some of that stuff up. Also, all the black, just empty spaces. Also, when you're done with tattoos, make sure to put some A&D ointment on it for the next like 5 or 6 days, just to keep it healthy and just helps with the healing. Just put some on now. What was I saying? Oh, how I have these giant blackout tattoos. I'm going to buy white ink and then find a way to tattoo like tribal designs into them so that they actually look like stuff. So instead of just being blank canvas, they'll be black and white. So they'll actually have like a look to them. I think that'll be really cool. All right, I gotta shave this part of my leg real quick. Don't worry, I have something underneath that you guys can't see on how to catch. I have something that's catching the hair, don't worry. But I have to shave the little sun part, so I'm gonna have a little patch of hair missing on my leg. Okay, that was freaking loud for no reason. All right. Is this exciting? I'm sorry, guys. At least I get to be with you guys. I had nothing planned tonight, and I was just going to do this stuff alone in my room. So being able to be on stream is kind of fun. All right, for the sun, I'm going to try to expand it more. And then I'm going to try to make the little, like, things coming off of it look more like a ray and not whatever the heck I did on this. And I don't know why I, like, half shaded it. Leave me, baby. Thank you, bro. I'm glad that some people come out just for vibes and stuff, because that's really what my stream is about, is just vibes and hanging out. I never have content, but I like being able to just come on stream and do kind of absolutely nothing but do it with you guys. And I'm really excited for the IRL stuff. I really hope my order goes through and I don't have to call Verizon tomorrow. I hate calling places. It's me, baby. It's so much easier tattooing this part of my body. Okay, I need y'all's opinion on something. All right, you're leaving? Thanks for coming out, bro. Appreciate you. Okay, then I don't have any opinions to ask, because Okay, maybe what I should do... Okay, I can do every other color. I got it. I got it. I'm like debating if I do every other shaded in for the rays of the sun or if I do none. I just leave them all unshaded. I feel like it looks better maybe unshaded. All right, well, we reamped that, so we actually made that look better. Let me do one more. Oh crap, I'll just use this. Guess I'm going to turn these baby tattoos into something so that they don't look really basic and stupid. Let's see if I can expand on this one since I'm in the like mode right now. It's me, baby. I'm the phone and I'll show you guys at the end if you guys are still here. Okay. Oh, this hurts like a mother, bruh. All right, now I just gotta figure out what to do with the shading. Holy crap, dude. I'm sweating so bad. Holy freak, bro. It freaking hurts where I'm doing it on my leg. I can't look at the thing because it's backwards. I'm not even kidding when I tell y'all I might have to literally just start redoing all of these tattoos in a different vibe. Because, like, I just improved on this tattoo so much. Because it used to look like a martini glass. And I'm also doing everything by freehand, which is kind of tough. But so I'm still working on the shading, guys. But, ouch. Still working on the shading. But I don't know if I showed you guys or not the little thing beforehand. So this used to literally look like a little martini glass. Yo, I hate that. Holy freak, bro. The light just toppled over. GG's. Alright. This used to look like a martini glass. There's ink all over it. This used to look like a martini glass. And you guys literally can't even see it. Motherfuck, bruh. Everything is so difficult. Hold on, I'm gonna take a picture of it. I'm sweating so bad. So before, the tattoo was 2 triangles. You guys will be able to see it. It was literally 2 triangles. That's what it looks like now. But it was literally 2 triangles before. So I just did fine tuning with freehand to add literally the top and bottom part so that it didn't look like a martini glass weird thing. My inspo was this. Obviously, I'm not freehanding something that looks like that, but hello? My inspo was that. So it literally, I'm not even kidding. It used to look like a martini glass. I'm trying to find on how to shade it or whatever, but it looks a million times better than... Because people used to be like, is that a martini glass? Do you drink alcohol? And I'm like, no. There you can see it. The lines are not as straight as I'd like it to be, but we're adding on to it. We're going to make it look a million times better. Trust. I just got to get the shading down for the outside of an hourglass. Trust, boys. Trust it. Trust the freaking process. Thank you, dude. I'm no expert, but this is like really fun to me. Cause I'm big into art and stuff, so when I do this kind of stuff, it feels like I'm a kid again. That's why my pap never understood why I did tattoos. But he literally taught me how to do artwork when I was younger. So it's literally that concept. It's literally art to me. And I like to be proud of when I can actually make something come together using just freehand. So now I'm going to do shading, and it should make it look 1,000 times better. As long as it stops looking like a freaking martini glass, I'm happy, bro. Now the sad part is I have like a million more of these on my body to do. Okay, I'm happy with that. All right. I don't know what else I can do. Like, I don't know what else I can cover up. I'll show you guys. Not even kidding. It's so intricate that it's like hard to show on camera. We literally added the whole hourglass to the shape. I'm not even kidding you. It was... How can I show you guys what it looked like? Oh, I'll just draw on a piece of... This is what it looked like before. I'm not even kidding you. And then that's why people were like, is that a martini glass? That's all it was before. And I said it was an hourglass. So we literally fine-tuned a tattoo this big, trying to get detail for a full-size hourglass. So that actually turned out a million times better than I expected. There's some tattoos that I don't know what to do. Oh, I never showed you guys the freaking sun. So I don't know what to do about the sun. It was literally just a ball with squiggly lines off of it. I was thinking maybe with the little rays coming off the sun, I could do different every other, like dark, light, dark, light. I don't want to do all dark because I don't want to just have a bunch of black out tattoos on me. But the inner part of the sun, I shaded in because it desperately needed reshading. So you'll be able to see the difference between the old shading and the new shading. I didn't shade the whole thing, obviously, because I don't want to keep going over shading that doesn't need it. And I added little things. So... It literally just makes it look more like a sun. The other drawings that I had on me looked like little kids did them. I'll try to show you more in detail because it really doesn't show up good. You guys see that? I added the things to make it just not little squigglies. But I don't know if I should shade every other or nah. Like that means every other little ray that comes off is shaded or not. I have so many tattoos that I want to redo. I'm low-key since I have all the stuff out right now. And I have a couple paper towels left. I'm about to do this compass one on my knee. I don't like that sound. Yeah, I don't know if I should do every other color though or not. Yeah, this I had done a like basic compass design, and yeah, I need some work. It's gonna look really dumb now because it's on my knee, and I forgot that when I tattoo my knee, I have really bad dry skin. problems, so I never finished it because it just kept messing up. Like it got really blotchy and stuff. And I never even like I should have added the rest of it, but I was just doing basic tattoos. I loved lighthouses as a kid, so I did a lighthouse. But if you look at it, it's very like washed out now. It's because I have really bad dry skin, so all the tattoos on my knee and near my knee don't stay. I literally went over this moon one 100 times, like I'm not even kidding you, and it's still, to this day, it doesn't stick. So, but yeah, I used to love lighthouses as a kid, so that was kind of like a cool memory I had. You don't wipe your butt. What are you doing? Don't drag your hiney. But my favorite tattoo of all time that came out pretty good is probably this one. It probably could have came out better, but this is my first ever anime tattoo that I pretty much free-handed everything. I just did the stencil for the eyeball, and then I free-handed the eyebrow, the shading, everything, and the "you have to go on no matter what." It's from Demon Slayer, an anime. But yeah, people are too worried about, like, I don't know, having something. Casey, you okay, Bubba? The best quality possible on them, and the sad part is they'll never experience doing tattoos on themselves, because I'd rather say I did a crappy tattoo freehand for the memories than be like, yeah, I'd go and get my tattoos done by an artist, and all my work is done by an artist. Because at least you can say you did something. There's nothing wrong with going to an artist, but it's also kind of cool to say you did stuff. You know? Oh yeah, tomorrow's our freaking review video. We have a new microphone coming tomorrow. What you doing, Wayne Bean? You alright, dude? Just rolling all over on the floor like, oh, crazy dog. Yeah, I won't be doing it like specifically earlier than any other stream, so you should be able to make it, I'm hoping. I think I'll be going live at like maybe a little bit earlier, maybe like 4 o'clock. Hold on, Bean Bean. Holy. Did you go potty, dude? Got math and reading out of the way. Casey, where'd you go? Did you go potty? Nothing special, but I did my never eat soggy waffles. I just redid it, so it actually looks thicker. It was all faded out. You couldn't see any of it. You couldn't even see like what the arrows were or anything. It's in a weird spot on my leg, so it's gonna be hard to show, but right there. We went over that, so that's looking brand new. I might have to go over this snake. It's still the snake cover-up tattoo that I did to cover up the Roman numerals. Might have to go over that again at some point. 95. Took good. Hid what I wanted it to pretty good. I don't know what else I should do. I feel like I should give it up, but I don't know. I feel like I've done a lot tonight. Yeah, like 90% of my tattoos are done by me. There's a couple that aren't. But I always wanted to do my own. I mean, like this arm was like my second tattoo ever. And I got it to win my pap over because he didn't like tattoos, but it was a Bible verse. Obviously the cross. I literally did all these on my neck too, which I regret. This one's a heart and it doesn't show up, but I'm not going to mess with it because doing tattoos where you can't see is really bad because that's what happened with this. I was looking in a mirror doing a cross and it turned into a freaking X. But I'll get that touched up or I will get that gone over eventually. But like everything, but these, someone did these for me and I didn't think they did enough, so I did the star, all the shading. They did that. I did that. Yeah, I still have room for tattoos, but I like hand tattoos, but I don't think I can do any more without my pap having like an actual heart attack. So I'm just gonna go over this. I did a cross on my finger. I'm just gonna go over it because I missed a spot with shading. What is your most painful tattoo? I would say probably the neck. Probably the neck. pretty much, if I were you, I wouldn't get into them until you're older. Maybe once you're like 17, 18, you can like look into them or whatever. But it's a needle that goes in and out really fast. And basically it puts pigment, it puts color under your skin that your body can't do anything about. So your immune system will try to fight it out, but it's not deep enough to get into like your blood circulation or whatever. That's why it's dangerous to not have an idea of how deep you should go with tattoos and stuff, like people that'll do them themselves. But you put them, it puts it under the skin, and how you get scabs and stuff when you get hurt, same thing with tattoos. They scab up because you start bleeding because of the needle, but it put that ink underneath your skin, so once it heals and scabs off, you still have the ink under your skin. So it's just a form of artwork, but like I said, when I was younger, I just thought it was the coolest thing ever. I thought I was going to start tattooing people, all this crap, so I learned myself and got a tattoo machine. And I did some dumb tattoos. I had some cover-ups and all that, but I don't know. I still think it's fun, and I still do them time to time just to learn on myself. But I don't ever like put anyone else at risk because I don't practice tattoos on people, and I don't tattoo on people. I've tattooed before on people, but I just don't enjoy it like I thought I would. And it's like too high stress because, like I said, I don't care what's on me at all. I'm not like too self-centered. I like to brag that I did my tattoos myself. But if I ruin somebody's body with something that they don't like eventually down the road or whatever, then I feel like I have to deal with that responsibility for the rest of my life. And I'm not the type of person to want to deal with that mental toll. But if you guys were curious about the fingers, they've unswollen, and I don't know why my fist is not even. How do I hold my fist even? I can't tuck that finger. They're curved to fit my finger. I think they look way better than just the little small line. All right, this is a random stream. I don't know how I managed to get a 2-hour, 30-minute stream, but W's. Yeah, that's what I said. It kind of looks like my fingers are disconnected. That's all I wanted to do, boys and girls. Hopefully y'all enjoyed. I put the only part that I didn't, I gotta remember. Gotta put some A&D on the compass. And now every single tattoo I just did, I'm gonna have to put A&D ointment that I showed you guys on it for the next 5 days or so, just to keep them all good and healed up. This stuff. Hopefully you guys learned something or found this interesting. I'm sorry that I didn't have really any content today at all. Nothing planned, and then I decided, oh, I'm going to go on, do tattooing for just funsies to see if I can get anybody entertained, and that's where we're at. I think we peaked at like 6 viewers at one point, which is kind of cool. But yeah, like I said, I wanted to teach this as like a lesson to people also, and not do dumb stuff like tattooing. There's a lot into it, so definitely like research and all that helps a good bit. But yeah. Yeah, thanks W Jr. for being out this whole entire time. Talking. Eric came out a little bit, so shout out Eric. Love you guys. Hopefully you have a good rest of your night. Have a blessed Wednesday night, and I will see you guys tomorrow when we unbox and do the new mic. And then hopefully I'll have word on the new streaming phone. All right. Love you guys. Peace out. God bless. Sleep good.